Sis, does your lack of confidence often make you feel invisible or unimportant because you find yourself being that person that hates being called on, you hate attention being on you? If you can sneak in and sneak out without being seen, you want to. You're the type of person where you dim down your presence because you just don't want people seeing you. You have a hard time voicing your opinions, voicing your concerns, asserting your dominance in conversations. Listen, I have a solution for you. I'm going to give you 6 ways to increase your confidence. Because listen, you were made to stand out and you need to be seen. There's going to come a time in your life where God's going to give you some type of assignment, he's giving you some type of talent, gift, and ability already. And he's going to want you to be seen. And you have to stop hiding. I know I used to do this all the time. I used to always hide in the background. Don't call on me. I don't want to be seen. I want to sit in the back. I want to sneak in. I want to sneak out. I don't want to make too much noise. I don't even want to move. Like, I'm going to just be real still and hope nobody see me. Like, that used to be me. But there comes a point in your life, sis, where you have to learn to, what's the word? Grow up. All right? You can't hide forever. You're a queen. Queens are not meant to be hidden. They're meant to be protected, but they're not meant to be hidden. So I'm going to give you 6 ways to increase your confidence so that you can be more confident in yourself. Let's start with, what is confidence? Confidence is your ability to show up as your authentic self. I think for a lot of us, we have a hard time being ourselves. You know, it's like, help me be more confident being me. But the reality is, sis, is nobody can help you be more confident being yourself, because confidence takes you being authentic to who you are. And if nobody really knows who you are, how are we going to help you be more of who you are when you've never showed us who you were in the first place, right? So the reality of it is being confident is self-work that you have to do within yourself. Even though I know the title of this video is 6 ways to increase your confidence, I do have this opposing belief that sometimes some of us don't need to become more of anything. We need to figure out what's stopping us from being confident in the first place. Just think about it. If you're not confident, if you're not using the level of confidence that you have now, let's say your confidence is a 3 and you want to get to a 5. If you're not using the level of confidence you have now, what is giving you a level 5 confidence going to do for you? Nothing, because you're not using what you have. So first we need to go in and we need to discover what's stopping me from being confident in the first place. Is it people's opinions about me? Is it the fact that I don't really know myself? Is it that I'm afraid of me? Like, there's so many reasons as to why you have a hard time being confident being yourself. I know for me, I had a hard time being confident because I felt like I had to show up as somebody else. I felt like I couldn't be beautiful to my own standards. I felt like I couldn't voice my own opinions. I felt like my personality had to be the same as everybody else's personality. I was looking for permission to be myself. So I was never able to be myself because I was constantly waiting for people to give me permission to be who I was. But when you're wanting to build your confidence, you can't wait for people to give you permission to be who you are, right? So you have to learn how to tap into who you really are at your core and not be afraid to show who you are, because guess what? You know that God has certain blessings for you. And do you understand that if you keep showing up as this fraud, if you keep showing up as someone you're not, then the people, places, and blessings that God has for you won't find you because you're not in position. It's not recognizing you, you know? So the first tip that I would say is work on the inside first before you try to do anything externally, and figure out what is it that's, one, keeping you from being more confident, and then tackling those thoughts or opinions or whatever it is that's stopping you from wanting to be more confident, okay? My second point would be, you have to stop the negative self-talk. No one's always going to be around to pump your head up. Sometimes you got to encourage yourself, all right? Sometimes you got to look yourself in the mirror and be like, girl, you fine, okay? Like, you all that in a bag of chips and some dips, okay? With some rolls on the side. Like, you have to learn how to talk to yourself. Like, once you start saying it, that's when you'll start believing it. I dealt with low self-esteem for many years, and no matter how many times people told me I was beautiful, I was talented, I was gifted, it never really stuck until I started telling myself. Until I started looking myself in the mirror and saying, you know what, girl, you are fearfully and you are wonderfully made. Like, you are so valuable. Like, there's nobody else like you. Like, there's only one of you. Look at your eyes, look at your skin, look at your smile. I hype myself up. I don't need permission from anybody to feel beautiful. I'm beautiful. The thing about being confident is you have to be able to embrace your unique qualities, because that's what makes you different as a person. We are all meant to be different. We're not all meant to be the same. I know you get on social media and you see all the women looking the same. They got the same hair, the same body, the same skin color, the same eyes, but don't allow them to program you, because there's something about your uniqueness that the world needs. You know what I mean? Like, if you weren't you, the world would be missing something. And when you hide who you are, you take away the dopeness that the world needs. Like, you are a whole experience within yourself, but if you keep hiding, if you keep shying away, we will never know how dope you really are. Like, somebody needs you. I want you to understand that somebody needs the talent you have. Somebody needs the positivity you bring. Somebody needs your smile. It could just be simply you, a nice person, and people need that. But if you hide it, then you never know. Okay, so bring your value to the world. All right, my third point would be to set goals. Like, for me, my confidence would go through the roof when I would set goals and I would achieve them, because it gave me the ability to believe in myself, to say, you know what, I think I can actually do this. And it increases your confidence. So set goals. What is it that you want to do? Do you want to go back to school? Do you want to open a business? Like, do you want to lose weight? What is it that you want to do? Start setting small, measurable goals and achieving those goals, and it's going to help your confidence go through the roof, because nobody could take away your achievements. Like, you know that you did that thing. You went to school to get that 4-year degree, girl. Nobody else. Okay, so be confident in your achievements. Be confident in the things that you have achieved. Now, don't allow your achievements to define who you are, because a lot of us allow the things that we achieve to define who we are as a person. I need you to understand, though, that when you do achieve these goals, it's not who you are as a person. It's just adding to your confidence. So your confidence comes from your ability to be who you are. So you're confident in just you, right? But when you achieve certain things, it helps boost your confidence within yourself, but it doesn't replace the confidence that you should have within yourself. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, let me know in the comments. So my fourth point would be focus on what you're good at. Like, what are you good at? I think the reason why we battle with confidence so bad is because we constantly focus on the things that we aren't good at, and we're looking at other people, comparing ourselves. Like, dang, look at how she do her makeup. Like, look at how she put that outfit on. Like, dang, look at her husband. Look at her car. Like, we constantly compare ourselves to what other people do. But it's like, girl, what are you good at? Because you're good at something too. And you keep overlooking what you're good at because you're constantly comparing yourself to other people. So figure out what it is that you're good at and shine in that area. Like, are you a dope painter? I saw this girl on TikTok, and her paintings, oh my God, they're so freaking, like, it's amazing. Like, I was like, oh my God, like, how do you do that? Like, how do you visualize that? Like, you sit down and you just paint that, like, and it just comes to life for you like that. Like, it's so amazing. I don't have that ability. Like, I can't paint. Like, I tell myself all the time, if I knew how to do hair, baby, if I knew how to do my own makeup for real, like, listen, but I don't. But you know what? I celebrate what I am good at. And I'm very good at encouraging people. I'm very good at bringing out the best in people. I'm very good at speaking. I'm very good at teaching people things and breaking them down for them to be able to understand it in small proportions. Like, I celebrate what I am good at. You know why? Because I may not be them, but I can be me. And I know that I am just as important. I am just as beautiful, and I am just as smart, just in a different way. And that's okay. You have to understand how God works. God is such a big God. We are all a reflection of a piece. I feel like we all have a piece of who God is and his creativity, right? So for some people, his creativity comes out through fashion, some comes out through hair, some comes out through makeup, and then for other people's, theirs come out through teaching, theirs come out through building businesses, theirs come out through being doctors or lawyers. Like, you gotta find your lane and stay in your lane, master your lane, and kill it. And guess what? People will start coming to you, seeing what you do, saying, dang, look at that. That's awesome. That's amazing. They'll celebrate you. But you too busy trying to be Susie May. You can't be Susie May. You have to be you. Guess what? Because if you try to be Susie, you rob the world twice. You rob the world of you being yourself, and then you being a copycat of somebody else, which is, we don't want that. We want originals, okay? So the next one would be to take care of your appearance. Do things that would physically make you look better. Work out, okay? Get your hair done, okay? Do your makeup, okay? Dress up, okay? Go to the nail salon, okay? Go get facials. Like, do whatever it is that you need to do. It's gonna boost your confidence. For me, I like doing my hair. For me, I hate for my toes not to be done. Like, I don't know what it is. I have to have my toes done. I would choose my toes over my nails any day, but my feet, baby, my feet have to be done. But that just makes me confident. When my hair is done, I feel more confident. Like when my eyebrows are done, there's like little things that I do that makes me feel confident. What makes you feel confident? Is it doing your nails? Is it like getting dressed up? Like, you have to find your thing. You see the pattern here? Being confident is connected to who you are and your abilities, not anybody else or anything else outside of you. It all comes from you. So if you want to be more confident, sis, then you have to do the work. You see all these women, you're like, wow, man, they're beautiful, they're shining. Like, how is she so confident like that? How could she speak so boldly like that? And it's because they took the time to build a relationship with themselves. So now that they can actually have a voice. Like for me, for a very long time, I wouldn't speak up. Like this version of who I am, this has been trial and error. This is work. This has been coaching. This has been prayer. This has been God. This has been people coming into my life and encouraging me and motivating me and getting around the right people, people that, which is my next point, which is surround yourself around people that see the good in you. Me getting around certain people where they would see the good in me and they would make me feel good about myself and it would increase my confidence. Some of y'all hanging around some low-key haters. Some of y'all got some haters that can see the abilities in you. They can see how beautiful you are, but they know that you don't know it. And because you don't know it, they play on your name and they play with you because they want to keep you down, because they know that the moment you come up, baby, it's up and it's stuck from there. And they can't do nothing with you. So they don't want you to tap into your confidence. They don't want you to tap into your abilities because then you become competition. And they don't want competition. In reality, queens, we don't compete. What are we competing for? You have your throne that you sit on and I have mine that I sit on. What are we competing for? You compete when you're insecure. How can you, the only person I'm competing with is myself to be better. Why do I have to compete with you? I don't gotta have the same shoes and outfit as you. I don't have to date the same type of guys you date. This ain't no competition. I'm living my life authentic to who I truly am. But women who are insecure, they compete. But real queens know, baby, you don't compete, you collab, you get together and do that thing. But anywho, my last point would be to change the way you see yourself. Change the way that you think about yourself. The reason why your confidence is so low is because you think negative about yourself. You think of yourself as low. I tell you all the time, if you could take that little voice that's on the inside of your head and hear the thing and allow it to play out loud in front of other people so that they can hear the way that they talk to you, you would be ashamed. You would be embarrassed. And we all do it. But the reality is you see yourself as less because you think of yourself as less. You see yourself as ugly because you think of yourself as ugly. I don't care how many people has told you that they think that you are ugly. No one has more power over you than the power that you give to them. You keep allowing people to make you feel the way about yourself. You can't make me feel any way about myself unless what you're saying I already believe deep inside. So for example, if somebody comes up to you and they say, you know what, I think you ugly. If you subconsciously already believe that about yourself, that's why you start getting sad, because you've already come into agreement with the thought, because you truly believe that about yourself. Nobody has power over you. Nobody can make you believe anything about yourself that you don't want them to believe. You're giving them your power. You don't have to believe the things that people believe about you. You know, nothing is more powerful than what you believe about yourself, regardless of what other people feel. So sometimes when people say certain things and it gets to us, we have to check our heart. We have to check ourselves, because that means that something on the inside of you is subconsciously coming into agreement with that thought. That means that you already feel that way about yourself, right? And that's okay. That just means that there are some things that you just have to work on. You have to work on your self-image. You have to work on your perception. You have to work on how you see yourself, because I truly believe that you are an amazing and you are an adult person. And no, I don't have to personally know you to know that. The fact that God created you and you're here on this earth tells me all that I need to know, because baby, there is only one you, which means that you are definitely unique. You're special, you're called, you're different, you're valued, and you are loved. And I want you to remember that. If you like this video, do me a favor and subscribe, like, share, and comment, and tell me some things that you are working on as far as your confidence and some things that are keeping you from being confident. I would love to hear it. Until the next video,